It's just like mind-blowing. She runs away. Talk about watching your back. It's 2023. What is up, everybody? Welcome to a new video, new vibes on my YouTube channel. You're always welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Keionna, for those of you who don't know. Thank you guys so much for finding your way here. And as always, please make sure you guys are signed into YouTube to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the notification bell to join the notification crew and sprinkle some love on that like button to better help this channel grow. It is 2023. It is a brand new year, and I am so excited for all that 2023 has in store for us. Not to mention all of the great books that I'm going to be reading this year. Today I'm going to be sharing 12 of my most anticipated book releases of 2023. So if you guys are interested in seeing all of the books that I am interested in reading this year, then please continue watching. The first book is The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. This book has actually been released since January 3rd, but I'm still excited for this book nonetheless. I am one of the biggest Folk of the Air fans, and I am a lover of fairy tales. I'm also a really huge Holly Black fan. I love her writing, and I've even read some of her older books. They were really good. I genuinely prefer her fairy tales. This cover reminds me a lot of The Cruel Prince, which I was really surprised to find this book on the upcoming release list, because I thought we weren't going to get anything more of Jude and Cardan, or just anything that has to do with Elfame in general. And then we got How the King Learned to Hate Stories by Holly Black, and now we have The Stolen Heir. Oak is set to be married to this girl who despises him. She runs away. Once he discovers that she's actually in need of his help, he then rescues her. He's also in need of help, and he asks her to assist him on this mission as he is traveling up north to take care of some business in the North Court. The next book is The Things That We Do to Our Friends by Heather Darwin. The title seemed really cool, and after I read what this book was about, it was just like mind-blowing. We have Claire, a young girl who seeks to leave her dark past behind and enrolls to the University of Edinburgh to start a new life. There she meets a group of sophisticated and ambitious group of friends who devise a plan to get everything that they've ever wanted. One of the girls in the front group asks Claire to help them. Once Claire realizes that she is in danger, the plan has actually gone a little bit too far. The next book that I'm really excited for has actually already released as well. It is Really Good Actually by Monica Heisley. I feel like this book was a really timely book for me. It just released January 17th. It's about a girl who is navigating the after effects of a breakup and is now seeking her own joy and a new meaning of life. Our main character Maggie is finishing up graduate school when her marriage suddenly ends. With the help of some of her friends and her college professor, this story will take us on the journey through Maggie's first year of singlehood as she discovers all the things that she enjoys doing and more. Spice Road by Maya Ibrahim is set to release January 24th. This cover reminds me so much of The Alchemist. It really brings back the vibes and the feelings that I had when I read that book. The main character is a 17-year-old girl named Imani who wields daggers and lives in a hidden city whose source of magic comes from this secret spice. And when it is found out that Imani's brother stole the secret spice and runs away from the city, potentially putting their city at risk of being exposed, Imani then sets out to find her brother and hopefully protect her city's discreet location from being found out. The Last Orphan by Greg Hurwitz is set to release February 14th. We have a young Evan who is selected out of a group home to be trained and become an unlisted assassin, which is part of the orphan program. Once Evan is trained and he matures, he then escapes from the program, taking with him all of the secrets that the government has tried to keep concealed. Since he's on the run, he goes undercover and becomes sort of like a superhero, and he goes around like saving people who are in like desperate need of help. That actually puts him at risk of being found by the government. As the government has eliminated all of the other orphans that were a part of the program, Evan is literally on the run for his life. He is caught by the government and then they give him an ultimatum, and it could potentially mean life or death for him. Stone Cold Fox by Rachel Kohler Croft is the author's debut novel, which is also set to release February 14th. An ambitious con artist named Bia decides to leave her mother and life of forced swindling behind to marry into a wealthy family. Bia's goal is to get the ring and get his family's approval, but when her past threatens to come out, Bia must make this marriage happen before she's exposed. My Dear Henry, a Jekyll and Hyde remix by Kaylin Bayron. Now this book I'm really excited for, and I really hope that it doesn't disappoint. I think I'll read this book in the month of October for Halloween. This book is set to release March 7th of 2023. I'm so excited. This is a gothic young adult novel of the classic Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which takes on multiple personality disorder. A boy seeks the reason behind his best friend's mysterious disappearance and the arrival of this new charismatic stranger. This is a historical fiction story set in Victorian London. Gabriel sets out to figure out why his friend Henry's letters have become more infrequent. Gabriel begins to watch the Jekyll house. Hyde is explaining to Gabriel his relationship with Henry, and Gabriel grows jealous of their relationship between his missing friend and this Hyde guy, as Hyde makes it seem like the relationship that he has with Henry has just been the greatest. Blood Debts by Terry J. Benton Walker. I thought that this book would be really cool because it is a book that is set in Louisiana and one that involves magic and what I would like to call or think of as magical realism. In this story, a family is dethroned after a massacre, leaving two twins to care for their mother, who they discover has been cursed. They must learn to put their differences aside and trust each other and the magic that they have in order to protect themselves, their mother, and New Orleans from more bloodshed. This novel is set to be released April 4th of 2023. Maybe One Day by Sarah Douglas. This is a romance novel whose storyline is really compelling. It has the friends to lovers trope, and I do like that trope, but I don't think that I've ever read a book with that trope before. Haley has always had feelings for her best friend Jace, but Jace has never made any advances towards Haley to indicate that he has mutual feelings for her. Fast forwarding 2 years later, Haley then attends the same college or university as Jace. There's an incident that happens on campus between Haley and another student at the school. The incident leads Haley to lean on Jace for support, and this sort of opens up the realm for Jace to start expressing all of his deep growing feelings that he's had for Haley all along. This book is set to release April 11th of 2023. The Blood Gift by Annie Davenport. This is the second book of the Blood Gift duology, which is set to release April 18th of 2023. We are currently reading the first book, The Blood Trials by Annie Davenport, for Reading Out Loud Book Club January pick, so make sure you guys are tuned in for that discussion coming soon. The Blood Gift sounds like this book will be just as good as the first book, if not better. It really seems to take right off in the thick and the plight of the story, where Keionna has this huge bounty on her, and her friends must outrun the bounty hunters with no help from her grandfather's allies. Keionna is a fugitive and is on the run. Once her nation is under attack, Keionna realizes that she has the power to end the war that the Blood Emperor has started. Yellowface by R.F. This book is set to release May 16th. Now, I thought that this book has a really interesting cover. I've never seen a cover quite like this before, and I think that the storyline is even more interesting. This is a story I honestly feel like I cannot live without, literally. In this novel, there are two best friends that are in the publishing field. They're authors. One of them is white and the other is Asian American. And when the Asian best friend dies in a freak accident, the other best friend, June, determined to become a best-selling author, jumps at the opportunity to steal her best friend's manuscript that had not had the chance to be released yet. Basically, June passes her deceased best friend's work off as her own under the pen name Juniper Song. Talk about watching your back. Summer Skies by Jenny Colgan is another book that I'm really excited for because it seems like it's a really elemental book, and I told myself that I wanted to read more elemental books with beautiful scene descriptions, and this book seems like it's gonna have just that. This book is set to release July 11th of 2023. Our main character is Morag McGinty, a young girl from a remote island in Scotland. She worked with her grandfather manning their family airplane service company. Her boyfriend wants her to move with him to Dubai, but when she gets caught in a storm one day as she's landing a plane, she's completely thrown off course and winds up stranded in a separate island called Inchbourne, whose population consists of birds and one person by the name of Gregor. This person has the knowledge that can help Morag get her and her plane back on track and on the right course and get her home to safety. What books are you guys excited for this year? I really want to know. Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you watch this video to the very end, you are a real one. Please leave me a white heart emoji in the comment section down below to let me know that you guys are here. Follow me on social media at With Love Keionna, and I will see you guys in my next video. Until next time.